Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest rally trapping video. In today's video, I'll be showcasing some clips from the community. Today's community clip was sent in by Zero Bear. Zero Bear has a 900mm free-to-play rain trap. Don't see many of those around. He'll show you how to actually trap on a rain trap today against a bunch of max accounts and top tier accounts. Pretty much all mixed rallies as well. By the way, if you want to go check out more of his content, I will leave his YouTube link in the description down below in the top comment. Go subscribe to him, show him some love for sending in the clip today. Anyways, so we're going to be starting off with the first one. Again, they caught him in Fury, set a rally on him, and this is where we're going to be starting off the rally party today. Again, he takes 8 rallies in today's video as well. So the first one is a pretty good leader, not quite a max account, but a top tier kind of Titan. I'm not sure if they have 11k heroes or not, but we'll check once the rally hits. So again, if you're ever in this situation, make sure you are in your talents. If you want to be in Fury, go into Fury, pop your attack boost, get your gear ready, all that. Again, if you don't have very scary gear, you can put it on right away because guess what? They're not going to cancel if they see your free-to-play gear. Coalition is coming in. It is a heavy cav, kind of like an 8 or a 208 kind of rally. They're carpeting in. They don't really need to carpet quickly because since it is kind of a mixed rally, you don't usually have to carpet as fast, especially if you think that you're going to burn them anyways, because again, they think this guy is a free-to-play account, should be an easy burn. Unfortunately for them, it was not an easy burn, and it makes them rally him a bunch more times. So the rally is about to come in. I'm not sure if they use the bunny or not on this one. Coalition is still 6 seconds away. He's basically just going to stay in his range front line for this one, which is probably the best idea against a 208 to be in range because most of their damage is cav anyways. So they hitting cav wedge. That way the infantry could do a little more damage, but it didn't do crazy amounts of damage there or anything. So it was pretty easy to take that one. He took not too much damage again because he is a rain trap. If you guys don't know what a rain trap is, it's basically you have a large front line of like tier 4 that you ask for reinforcements in that front line. Basically increases the amount of infirmary space you have because your losses are shared across all your guildmates. Obviously the downside of a rain trap is if you do get black winged, that's all your tier 4 dead, and your reinforcements tier 4 is also dead. So that is the drawback, but there's a lot of positives other than, let's say, the expensive healing bill. So anyways, he was able to cap the first one. They decided to set another one on him, so they'll be coming in. I don't think they know he's a rain trap at this point, because if they knew he was a rain trap, they probably would start black winging. That's usually the smart thing to do against a rain trap, and that is one of the drawbacks of a rain trap, and one of the reasons I don't run a rain trap is because if they know you're a rain trap, they will black wing you and you get a bunch of tier 4 reds, and I don't like running anti, so. Anyway, so the next rally's coming in. Let's take a look. That's not the right one. Here it is. It is kind of a heavy inf. I don't know what to call this one. It's a heavy inf kind of mix attack. In this situation, a lot of times you want to make sure you have a couple cav heroes on your wall, just to make sure that you're doing extra damage to that infantry, since they usually go infantry foul on an attack like this one. So let's take a look at the report. No walkback, was able to cap it pretty easily. Let's take a look at this one. It was infantry wedge actually. Usually hit infantry foul for these ones, but wasn't too bad. Didn't really take much damage to his front line. He's still pretty healthy. He has quite a bit of infirmary space. I don't think they've got his scout yet, so they don't know that he's rain traps. No black wings have come in. Again, that was a really strong account as well, because all these guys are really strong, and yeah, just these strong accounts seem to go mix all the time. But if you've seen their stats for mix, it's pretty crazy. Like they'll have over 1000% in their mix set, like crazy. Like if they go like 4-2-4, they'll have like 1000% plus infantry, 1000% plus cav, and maybe like 500 or 600% what's called range as well. But again, it's like having 2 blasts coming at you, so it's really hard. In this situation, he is running a rain front, so he's probably going to send that for most of them, unless they do send a blast where he's going to counter it. So again, next one is Tiff. This guy is over 700 artifact stars. This guy is really strong, so this one might hurt a little bit. Let's see what they're going to send at him. 424 is the easiest on this comp, by the way. Yeah, so it's 424. Since he's sitting in range, he doesn't really need to do much. His wall is down, so he doesn't have to worry about anything like that. If his wall is up, that would be the only time you'd have to worry about a 424 sitting in range. Other than that, sitting in range is totally fine for 424s. Honestly, it's even fine for those like heavier imp ones. If they go like 622, then you might, then that's when range starts not getting as good as a frontline. You want to probably go imp for that one. But 424, just like heavier imp ones, just a little bit heavier, it's not too bad. So anyways, I'm not sure if they got a scout yet, but he is down to 18 million troops, or ish. Again, yeah, I think he's got, yeah, around that. You can see it did a little bit more damage there. Yeah, a little bit of a walk back, but he's still not losing. As long as he's not burning, he's doing pretty well here. Again, that guy was really strong, so yeah. So looking at this guy, yeah, 713 artifact stars. Basically max castle stars, max tempered mythic champ, all that stuff. It's pretty crazy stats on these accounts. I don't know exactly what this guy's stats are, but again, they're all pretty crazy. The next one is no slouch either. This guy's Love Wow. He's a little bit less artifact stars, but still over 600. He's probably got max tempered 12 as well on his account. So yeah, still not, maybe not a maxed account, but definitely a top tier Titan sort of thing. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. So he's getting some resources because, again, these heals are starting to get pretty expensive, but that's how rain traps are. They're not like normal traps where it's tier 2 frontline, pretty cheap to heal, but the tier 4 is expensive, but you don't lose as much. So that's the good thing. So for all these rallies, only losing like a couple hundred troops, couple 100k troops at a time, and keep in mind a lot of them go to the sanctuary, so he's technically not losing them. He's just getting a little bit weaker each time they hit him. So, and I think that's what they're that's what NK1 is actually hoping here, that he does get weak enough that they end up walking back and burning them and freeing their leaders. So again, in this situation, he's just going to be popping the attack boost. He's doing a good thing popping the attack boost every time. As soon as they get a scout, he technically does not need to throw the anti back on after that, but I think that's what's happening right now. They're finally going to be getting his scout. And like I said, if they had his scout, they probably would Blackwing. So there's another 424, it looks like. Going to go back to range there. They're speeding up, but it's not fast enough, honestly, if they're trying to catch him out of something. Yeah, they're not carpeting hard at all, honestly. There you go. Finally, the rally hits. Let's see. Oh, it looks like a first walk back here. At this point, he probably doesn't need to put the anti back on because obviously they have his comp at this point since they did walk back. It is another 424, but yeah. Yeah, this is a interesting situation. I kind of want to know what heroes he has on his wall at this point, because 424, you don't really need much infantry on your wall or infantry heroes on your wall because they don't really send much range, so you don't really need the extra damage. You just need the range and the cav heroes to basically do well against this. And especially, let's say if they're heavy infantry, you definitely want at least a couple cav heroes, maybe even 3. You could even go like 2 range heroes and 3 cav heroes, because you don't really need to take out their range since they're only sending a couple 100k, so the hero boost damage isn't as important. Let's say they're sending heavy infant cav, so you want to have the range heroes to do extra damage and the cav heroes to do extra damage against the majority of their troops. So that is something to think about when you're trapping, but that's only if you have time to swap your heroes, because again, they're not carpeting hard enough, so he would be able to do that. But again, I don't know what his hero setup is on his wall for this, because I don't actually get to see that in any of the videos. So anyways, next video from Tiff is coming back. Again, that's the other really strong maxed account. Let's take a look here. Again, it's just a 424, so same thing, just sitting in range. The only thing you can do is switch your heroes up to basically counter what they're sending, but that's a totally different thing. Probably not something you're expecting. Anyways, he was able to cap this even after that previous walkback. So again, they did Blackwing, obviously. Once they got his comp, they knew he was a tier 4 frontline. They ended up Blackwing, which is honestly a smart thing to do as a lead, because I mean, if you see it's a tier 4 frontline, of course you're going to Blackwing it. Like tier 2 frontlines, literally no point to Blackwing those, because most of the time you're just killing tier 2, and that's a waste of a Blackwing. But when you see it's a tier 4 and they're raining tier 4 as well, that's when you end up Blackwinging and end up killing a bunch of their troops. So what you can do as a rain trap, if you know they're going to Blackwing, don't empty your infirmaries, because all that stuff just goes to the sanctuary. But keep in mind, if you do empty your infirmaries, the Blackwing works and you end up losing even more troops. So technically, if you know they're going to Blackwing, it's better to not empty your infirmaries, but then you end up losing the troops anyways, but you'll get them back later instead of not getting them back. But anyways, so what happened here was one of their guildmates decided to rally one of the rally leads who was rallying him. So now Zero is the one rallying him. So one of their guildmates decided to set a rally on now Zero and rally him while he was getting rallied. So you'll get to see that afterwards. So it's actually a smart way to do it if your guildmate's getting rallied, and if you know one of the rally leads doesn't have a lot of troops, you could just end up rallying them at the same time and actually get a free rally on one of the rally leads. So anyways, 5 seconds to go. Let's check and see what's coming in. It is a heavier inf kind of mix attack again. So again, you probably want maybe a little more cav heroes on your wall for this one. Unfortunately, there was a walk back. Again, he's starting to lose a little bit of troops at this point, so it's not surprising that they're walking back. Also, they popped the Trojan, so that was a 2.5 mil rally. Yeah, 2.491 mil rally. I think it might have been 2.5, but maybe had a garrison or something to knock it down. But no burn at this point, so even though they're walking back, they aren't burning him yet, so he's able to actually keep taking the rallies, which is pretty awesome. So shout out to him for taking this, because he doesn't have a lot of troops. He only has like 20 million troops, so the fact that they're still not burning him when he's at like 18 mil or whatever, he's doing really well. Really hasn't lost very many troops other than maybe on the Blackwing there. That was the only time he really lost a lot. And you can see here, they ended up burning the rally leads. So obviously he didn't join the rally, so didn't have the reports, but you can see in global there that they ended up actually burning the rally lead who actually just hit him. So I find that funny that they were able to do that. So great job to his guild for doing that. And by the way, this is not my phone, this is his phone. So apparently while he was doing this, he had less than 10% battery left, which would have scared the crap out of me, because you never know when your phone's just going to shut off and all of a sudden you have to find a charger or something, or you end up getting zeroed completely, so which is not what you want. Anyways, so the next rally's coming in here. It's going to be Love Wow. Let's take a look and see what he's sending on this one. I believe this one is a heavier inf one. We'll see when it comes, but we'll double check. Again, once they know his comp, they probably started setting heavier inf because of that. So, okay, let's take a look and see. It is a kind of, yeah, I would say it's like a 622. So in this situation, yeah, you want to throw some more cav heroes on your wall if you have them, just to counter that inf blast. Maybe don't take this one in range, but there's a good chance you'll burn if you take it in something else when you don't have many troops and you're a rain trap like this. So he decided to take it, ended up not burning though, which is good. Took 1.6 mil damage on this one. They ended up walking back with 352k. Again, like I said, you probably just want a little bit extra cav heroes on your wall to help out with that one, just to maybe help cap it and do more damage, and it will reduce your overall damage too. Just from that. And then, yeah, you can see, and now he's on now he's on fire because he burned him. But anyways, that looks like, what's called, the guy who did walk back from him is going one more time here. Again, this guy is quite strong, so again, he's been getting some good walkbacks from him and all that. So he is lower on troops too at this point, so yeah, this could be one of the last rallies he takes. This guy is strong. Yeah, you can see he's got all temper 12. He is running whatever the mitts. I can't even think of the name right now. So he's gonna have lots of HP in his set right now. Let's take a look and see what he's sending. It is going to be, looks like same thing, heavy inf. So again, you just want a couple extra cav heroes on your wall if possible, but unfortunately for him, they ended up finally burning him. He just ended up with too little troops at this point. That's the reason. And it wasn't really a big burn. As you can see, it was only 1.9. He actually lost by only like 50k troops. So if he had done 50k more damage or they done 50k less, he'd still be going right now. But unfortunately for him, ended up getting that walk back, which ended up being a burn at this point. Ended up giving the leaders back, but really good job by Zero Bear here. Was taking 8 rallies from these maxed accounts with very, very little troops. So this kind of shows that rain traps can work nowadays still. You just don't want to give them your scout because they will blackwing you. That's pretty much it. And again, this guy is free to play. You can see his gear is pretty much free to play, attainable. He has good jewels for sure. But other than that, everything else is pretty much free to play on this account. Yeah, and like I said, if you guys want to check out more of his rally trapping, I will have his channel in the description down below. Go check that out. Other than that, shout out to Zero Bear for sending in the clips today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.